Josiah! Okay, I fixed my video quality because that was obnoxious. First off, why haven't you posted? Second off, my fan is broken. This is a lot harder than I thought. Alright, so here's what I learned from that. It's still broken. However, I just learned that this fan is not the same as these arms. It's not the same. Look, these holes go all the way through. The arm that broke off do not. They have larger, these things. So, look at the difference there. Anyway, so that's interesting. Or at least, maybe it is. I found it interesting that Mom got the wrong fan parts. So we gotta return those. Anyway, on to my first point. Cannot believe you haven't posted a video yet. You have no idea how many of our viewers, and there were a lot of them, you have no idea how many of our viewers were disappointed and asked me why you hadn't posted a video yet. You haven't followed up my superhero video, so I can't talk about that. So I'm going to talk to you about a little something that's been going on this week with me. So this week, I have been trying to write more because that's one of my ways of relieving stress. And I have found that it is much harder to write something that is good and that I'm proud of than I had previously thought. I've written almost nothing. I wrote 2 paragraphs today, and that was in the entire week. That's all I wrote. My hair is getting kind of crazy as I get more stressed about how little I've wrote in the past week. I don't know, it's been a stressful week, Josiah. Also, the fact that you don't post your videos is very stressful. So back to the writing thing. I just want to talk a little bit with you about what I think is important about my little story about writing stories. So, eventually I had to set a goal for myself this week. Is by tomorrow, Saturday, when I'm filming this, tomorrow is Saturday, that I have to pick which book I'm going to focus on and finish that by the end of junior year. Because there's several, I don't just have one idea. I also have those scripts that I still have to write for our next project, which I'm sorry I haven't finished those yet. It's just been a very hectic few weeks. I'll make a deal with you though. Once you post your video, I'll try and get those scripts done that week. Okay? Alright. Sounds good. At least one of them. I should be able to finish at least one that week. Maybe 2. I might have to do a couple revisions for the other characters, but Jeds I should be able to finish that week. This video is going to be a lot shorter to edit because I'm doing the pause thing. There's a little pause button on my screen, and I'm able to do that, so that's pretty cool. I won't have to edit as much, which is nice. I edited a 20-minute video down to 9 minutes last time, so let's see if we can get this down to like 5 or 6. So anyway, I think it's very important to set goals for yourself, which I know is a very cliche statement in schools, but I'm going to be a teacher someday, so I'm kind of that way. Also, I just think it's important to have goals for yourself in general, because goal setting is what separates you and I from people like, I'm not going to mention names. I also just think that goal setting is important in general because it's what gives you drive. And if you don't reach that goal, you're probably closer to reaching it than you were if you hadn't set that goal. And I think it's important in any endeavor, like setting goals for your grades if you want them to be better. But they have to be tangible things. You can't just say, I want to have better grades. Because that could be a 92% versus a 93%. You could say, I got a better grade on that test than the last one. Or even a 51% versus a 50% in a class. You could say, I got a better grade. I fulfilled that goal. But I just think it's important for achievement, because then you get that sense of success once you've reached a goal. Once I've written the first draft of this book, I'm going to be so relieved that I set that goal. And I think it's also important to find those things that you want to set goals for. To find that thing that makes you happy beyond all other things. For me, it's writing, and clearly music is also a big part of my life. My 5 guitars over there. But it's important to find things that you love and to do those things, especially when you're stressed out over biology packets. You would not believe my biology teacher in these packets, Josiah. It is 60 pages per chapter. It is ridiculous. So yeah, there's my next video. Hope it wasn't as long-winded as the first one. It wasn't. I can see the timer on the screen. I did not talk for 20 minutes this time. I'm going to go to a football game with Mabel. And I hope to see you next Friday, Josie.